Hi, everybody. It's time to get started with math. We're going to go ahead and read our learning targets first. Remember, learning targets tell us exactly what we're aiming for in the lesson or what we want to be able to do or do better. So the first learning target here is for our kindergartners. It says, I can compare two numbers. So you're going to take a look at two numbers and tell how they're different, how one is greater than the other and how one is less than the other. So we're going to be looking at two different numbers, and those will be on 10 frames. And the first graders will be working with this learning target, although everybody works on both targets. I can make groups of 5 using tally marks. So we're going to be using tally marks again today, just like we did 2 days ago. And we're going to be making those groups of 5 with them. So we're going to go ahead and get started with counting first. Please join in. It's important to participate. Do your best.
Come on, kids! Do you want to count to 100?
Yeah! Count, 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 count.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
10. Count, 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 count.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19,
20. Count, count, count,
21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29,
30. Count, count, count,
31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39,
40. Count, count, count,
41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49,
50. Count, count, count,
51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59,
60. Count, count, count,
61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69,
70. Count, count, count,
71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79,
80. Count, 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 count.
81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89,
90. Count, count, count,
91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99,
count. Said I can count to 100. Said I can count to 100. Come on. Said I can count to 100. Count, 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 count.
All right, let's begin our math warm-up. We see two 10 frames here. Here's one on this side of the screen and one on the other side. Take a look at these two and get ready to tell me which one is greater. Greater means more. Let's pause. You are correct. 5 is greater. 5 is more. So we can say that 5 is greater than 3. This symbol right here, which looks like a V on its side, is called a greater than sign. Sometimes kids think of this symbol as an alligator with its wide open mouth and some teeth. that wants to eat the bigger number because it's hungry. So it would want to open its mouth up and eat the 5, so it faces toward the 5 with its back to the 3. Here's another set of 10 frames. Take a look at both 10 frames. There's one on this side and one on this side. I want you to think about which 10 frame has less. Count up the one you think is less and be ready to tell me. Let's pause. Yes, this 10 frame had less. It had 1, 2, 3, 4. This 10 frame also had those 4, but 2 more. 1, 2. It had 4, 5, 6. So 4 is definitely less than 6. So we could write it this way now. 4 is less than 6. This symbol right here, which is a V on its side, says less than. And friends, if you want to think about this as an alligator again that's hungry, it's going to want to open its mouth toward the bigger number, which is the 6 is the bigger or greater number, and turn its back on the one that's less than. So we would say 4 is less than 6. Now keep in mind it's not really an alligator, it's just a way to help you remember that the opening part wants to face the bigger number. All right, now it's time for our lesson. Everybody sitting up tall, eyes on the screen, doing your very best so that you can get all the learning in your head. Here we have a number line that is counting by 5s. This is a pattern in math. Math is made up of patterns. This pattern is counting by 5s, like I said. So it starts at 5 with this one. It says 5, 10, 15, 20. Does anyone know what would come next in the pattern? Let's pause. You are right. And the pattern next would be 25, right? And then we'd have 30, 25, 30. What would come next? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. What would come next? Let's pause. Great. 35 would come next. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. What would come next? Let's pause. Good. 40 would come next. So we just counted by 5s and we completed this pattern by adding the number that would come next if we were counting by 5s. Very good. We're going to take a look at this next pattern here. We're again going to be counting by 5s. We have a couple numbers in here with some missing ones. If we're counting by 5s, what do you think would come after 35? Let's think about it. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. What would come next? Let's pause. You are correct. 40 would come next. 35, 40. Then 45, 50. Here's 50. What would come next? Let's pause. Correct. 55. 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Count with me out there. After 60 would be 65 and 70. Very good. Let's count this number line together. Are you ready? 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. Nice job. Give yourself a round of applause. All right, so we're going to take that idea of counting by 5s and we're going to work with our learning target. I can make groups of 5 using tally marks. Here I have a group of dogs. For every dog, I'm going to make a mark on the screen. So I have 1, 2, I have 3, I have 4, and I have 5. So I made 5 marks on the screen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, if you look at this, this is not organized at all. Math is a very organized subject. So that's why they came up with tally marks. So let me go ahead and erase this, which although you could do it that way, it's not real organized. Let me show you, if you forgot from earlier in the week, how we would count, make tally marks in groups of 5. So we would make 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember I told you 4 stand tall? 5. And the 5th takes a fall. Okay? So the 4, some say it's like the gate, and the 5th one goes across the gate. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or you could look at this and just say, that's 5. You wouldn't even have to count all of them. You would just look at it as a group of 5. All right? Let's look at the next one. Okay, I'm hoping everybody could please get out their dry erase sleeves and their marker. I'm going to pause while you get those things out. All right, great. Hopefully we all have our supplies. We're going to practice making groups of 5 using tally marks together. So everybody can try, both the kinders and the first graders. So here we're going to make tally marks to show the number of people. Okay, so let's count how many people we have first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to make 6 tally marks. Watch Miss Carlson. I'm going to make them first, and then you can make them on your dry erase sleeve. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6. All right, you try on your dry erase sleeve. Make 6 tally marks just like I did. It was a group of 5 and 1 more. Go ahead, I'll pause. Okay, now we're going to make tally marks to show how many kittens there are. Remember, our tally marks go in groups of 5. Let's count our kittens first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 kittens. So we're going to make 7 tally marks. This time, why don't you try doing it with me as I do it? Ready? Let's make 1, 2, 3, 4, and this 5th one goes across, 5. Leave a little space here over here. 6, 7. We made 7 tally marks. 7 is one group of 5 and 2 more ones. 5 and 1s. So we're making a group of 5 using tally marks. Here's our group of 5. Let's try one more together. Now we have some cookies. Wow, we have a lot of cookies. We're going to make groups of 5 for these cookies. Let's count how many cookies we have first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Ooh, this is going to be a tough one. We're going to have to count up to 16 tallies now. We're going to have to make 16. So let's go ahead and try it. Just give it a try. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember, we're going up to 16. 6. Now, friends, see how I have space here between my tallies? You want to leave space so that you can see where there's groups of 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to go underneath here. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now I need 16, so I have to draw one more. 16. How many groups of 5 are in 16? Let me circle them. Does anyone know? Show me with your fingers. Let's see. So we have one group of 5, 2, and 3. 3 groups of 5. We have 5, 10, 15, and one more makes 16. Wow, you guys are doing great. So let's go back to the beginning when we read our learning targets. We were just doing the first grades right then, so let's read it first. I can make groups of 5 using tally marks. So I want you to think about if you made a group of 5, some groups of 5 using tally marks. If you did it, show me the thumbs up. If you totally didn't do it, you just couldn't do it yet, show me the thumbs down. And if you were sort of able to do it, a little bit yes, a little bit no, show me a thumbs to the side. All right, looks like we have different thoughts about how we're doing so far. And then our kindergartners are comparing two numbers, telling if which number was greater and which number was less. If you were able to do that today so far, give yourself a thumbs up, kinders. If you were not able yet, you couldn't do it at all yet, put your thumb down. And if you could kind of tell me which number was more or which number was less, give yourself a thumb to the side. Great. Now we're going to go in Seesaw with Miss Carlson, or with me, that's Miss Carlson, and I'm going to show you exactly what to do for your activity.